Alrighty, folks. Hello, my name is Anne. Sometimes I make mistakes, and, well, this could be one of them. Welcome back to Frostpunk. This is part 2 of our little mini-series here. People are shaken, racked by fear and doubt. They've lost hope in our chances of survival. Desperation could quickly push them to commit reckless acts. You have to unite them behind a vision of the future. Decide now what will give them purpose and restore hope, or else our city will descend into the chaos that consumed Winterhome. Order and discipline is neighborhood watches, watchtowers, propaganda, and the like. Faith and spiritual strength is houses of healing, prayer, shrines, and the faith keepers. So I think we're going to go with faith and spiritual strength. The house of prayer. We need a place to practice our faith and peace. After introducing this law, another one can be passed after 1 day and 12 hours. New building, house of prayer. New abilities, sermon, house of prayer at the temple. People living nearby will gather to pray and which will raise their hope. You have to build 2 houses of prayer.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
People need hope. And I'm certainly going to provide it to them. Alrighty. So we have several people who are currently ill. A few who are gravely ill. We can head to the snow cliffs or we can head to the coal mine. I'm going to head to the snow cliff. A tall snow cliff. There's a hole on it and it's inhabited. We can see a lone figure bustling about. The unconvinced want to leave. Sir, you've convinced the majority, but hope is low. A group of our people are still so scared that they want to flee the city for London in 15 days. They've come to try to change your mind. You say that faith will save us? Nonsense. What are we going to pray for? What are we? Or what? Are we going to pray for food when we start to starve? Shouts one of them. We don't try to reach London, we'll end up like Winterhome. Calm down, we're not going to die. The people are divided. Some of them are so scared that they plan to leave the city for London in 15 days. They'll try to convince others to join them, preying on their discontent. Fear may lead people to desperate acts. Maintain peace, give people hope, and manage their discontent to guide the city safely through the coming social crisis. We have 9 Londoners. Our goal: don't let the Londoners disrupt the city. Tendency: up. House of prayer. Build 2. People join the Londoners. Sir, the people who want to leave for London have successfully urged their friends and neighbors to join them. People are more easily persuaded because they have little hope in our ultimate survival. Well, if you would build the churches I asked you to build. Houses of prayer have been erected, giving people a place to pray together and find comfort in faith. Okay. So it doesn't seem like there's anything to manage here. We've got our steel workers. Our people are back. They found the hole in the snow cliff leads to a small chamber. Someone lives here, but the lonely human figure we saw from far has disappeared. It might be the sole survivor, Winterhome. The man we've seen from afar is nowhere to be found. Searching his burrow, we found a diary of a scientist who fled Winterhome. After the starving city fell into chaos, its leader, an army captain, appointed himself an absolute ruler. He tried to impose order using force. Plenty of people, disgruntled, deserted the city, and most others rebelled against him. Shrouded cave, and we will take resources. We can see a faint wisp of smoke coming from a patch of deep shadow at the base of a small hill. It must be the entrance to a cave, an inhabited cave. And we have about 1 minute until our automaton arrives. Hooray! Hello, look at you. Aren't you gorgeous? So we have an automaton, a brand new resource. Thing's bloody massive. I bet it'll do a lot to help us. I heard it can replace an entire team of workers. Automatons really are a marvel, aren't they? And you should pay attention to that, because they can replace an entire team of workers. Let's see, do we have any engineers available? Can I put them on this? Can I put them on this? I cannot put them on either. So we are working on our workers. Let's see. We've got a little bit of extra time. We researched the bunkhouse. Healthcare insulation would certainly help us. Flying hunters, coal mines, steam steel works, more scouts. The factory would certainly be useful. The outpost depot, lighter scout sleds, boosted scout sleds, faster outpost teams, right? You can see that this is sort of getting a little bit more, right? Healthcare insulation 2, infirmary mechanization. I would like nothing more than medical automatons, but that's going to require rank 4 of the upgrades here. So, until that time comes, we are going to need to make cookhouse insulation. This takes 9 hours at the moment. Using automatons, our first automaton is operational. This will help our economy greatly. Automatons can replace entire manual labor crews. They work around the clock with short breaks to refuel at the generator. We can research upgrades to raise their efficiency and capability. At a certain point, they can outstrip or outpace humans simply because they can run for extended durations. So we are in dire need of food as well, which is something that I saw coming. Okay, we also need, I believe that we also need another workshop, so that when we get more engineers, and we will be getting more engineers, don't worry about it, we can put them to work. And we need resources. What do we need? We need a sawmill. We always need more wood. Wood is one of the single most important elements right now. So this has an automaton working on it, which means that we can build a hunter's hut.
End of shift. Go rest all who can.
Okay, and we are currently out of food. Sir, people have started to visit the House of Prayer. There aren't many of them yet, but it might be the start of something special. It seems they really needed a proper place to worship. So we do need to research care houses. Let's heat some homes. I need active guard station or faith keepers for dispersed crowd. Let's heat some homes, shall we? Give the people what they want. Because what they want is comfort and safety, and they don't have that right now. So they're afraid. Okay. Alright, so we are officially out of coal for right now. Which means that we need a new gathering post. Okay. And we'll send out a street here. Okay. And because this is somewhat more efficient, we'll do it this way. Lovely. Oh, one of our people died. Because we don't have any way to treat the gravely ill currently. So we are probably going to need to pull out a, we are probably going to need to build a medical post. I was trying to avoid this, but whatever. It's fine. You can demand all the healthcare you need. Please give me the road ability. Thank you. Oh, 2 of our people have died. Oh, 3 of our people have died. That's unfortunate. We found survivors. Children, 35 of them. We talked to the children in the hideout. They said that one night, their teachers and some hunters took them out from Winterhome on a secret adventure. Teachers told them they're going to stay here for a while. When the food ran low, their guardians went back to get more and didn't return. It seems these kids were evacuated in time before things in their city got really ugly. We formed the children in orderly column and set off towards the city. They walked quietly and resolutely, like little adults, the youngest clutching their toys tightly. It's going to be a long journey. Please have enough warm beds prepared for their arrival. We should. We might not, though. And we certainly don't have enough food. We may need to pull some people off of that as well. And just max out our hunting here. Please stop dying. There's no reason to do so. Okay, cookhouse insulation, lovely. We need flying hunters because that's going to increase our abilities here. Lovely. They will arrive in 1 day. We have the Book of Laws, we have adaptation, and we need radical treatment. We'll try everything to cure the gravely ill, from invasive surgery to amputations. The gravely ill will be treated in medical posts. Hope will rise slightly. 30% of the gravely ill will be left amputees. Discontent will rise slightly.
A new law has passed.
Okay. A child's plea. Captain, we found a boy frozen to the bone in the cemetery next to a fresh grave. He must have been there for hours. He wants you to call an emergency meeting. He says that if you agree, his mother will wake up to attend it. He must face his loss. I'm a monster. Okay. Is there anything we can do currently? Oh! We can put an automaton to work. That might be good. People are hungry. Let's feed them. Okay. People get more ill if they don't have food. A burial ceremony is occurring. We desperately need more food. Unfortunately, what that means is we're going to need to boost productivity somehow. And this is the best way to do it. So that is going to raise discontent. People are starving currently. The Londoners gain more followers. Not to worry, we still have time.
Brace yourselves. Cold is coming.
This is why I don't promise warmth. Adaptation, let's get care houses. That will significantly raise hope. And care houses are actually super duper useful. It's a practical solution. Lovely, we have flying hunters. Let's go ahead and get healthcare insulation. Oh, we can't do that right now. Can we construct a hunter's hangar? Lovely, we can. Okay, is there anyone currently working here? Okay, we need the wall drill. Okay. Scouts have returned. Let's go ahead and start making hunters' hangars. And let's go ahead and start making bunkhouses. Okay, our scouts are back. We are going to send them out to the crash site here. Again, we've got time here. People are going to start getting a little bit sick.
Gather your tools. The shift is ending.
Okay, we have the wall drill. Let's go ahead and get food, health, and shelter. We need coal mining, don't we? Yes, we do. Okay, let's go ahead and get the wall drill actually built. It's going to destroy some resources, but frankly, I don't care. Okay, we've just used our first steam core. Steam cores are a necessary component in advanced technology. We can't manufacture steam cores in the city, so let's hope that our scouts find them during expeditions. They can and they will. What we need is more hands, more people. Writing on the walls, send a cleric to reassure people. Captain, someone has defaced the walls with predictions of doom for our city. This is troubling. People already fear we share Winterhome's fate, and scared minds are swayed by even the smallest nudges. Most of the hungry have had a meal and are somewhat satisfied for the time being. My care home promise was fulfilled. Lovely. Explore. There are plenty of priceless supplies in the wrecks of our expedition. Searching among the crates scattered in the snow behind the wrecks, we found the bodies. They're tangled together in a single frozen mass, so if these people were trying to find at least a little bit of warmth, or as if, rather, we're trying to find at least a little bit of warmth just before they died. We can do nothing for them, not even bury them. Take their resources and leave. Go to the observatory. Okay. Right, so we have everybody taken care of. How many children do we have? We need more care houses, or child shelters, rather. Okay, we'll put our workers to work and make sure that we have supplies. Lovely. We need coal mining. First off, we need to research optimization here. More scouts would be useful. It's 8 hours. Lovely. Let's go ahead and build a coal mine. Now, if we had taken child labor, we could have sent the children to work in the coal mines at a certain point. But I'm not about that, so we're not going to do that. We have people who are sick and ill. We have no available engineers, so no ways we could fix this. Okay. Purpose. We're going to get shrines. And this is going to be our great gambit here. So we need shrines. They require a fair amount of steel. Okay. Lovely. Okay, we have people who are ill. We've got 11 hours of cooldown. Shrines have been built. Another act of vandalism. The Londoners have defaced more walls, urging everybody to join them and abandon the city. Some graffiti even mocks your leadership, branding you as an unfit leader, incapable of doing what it takes to save our people. No captain, run home. Send a cleric to reassure people. Cleric beaten. We need faith keepers to secure. We need faith keepers to secure the streets. Lovely. So we'll have time to get the faith keepers together. The Londoners gain more followers as they are wont to do. We will use a sermon. Okay, we have researched more scouts, which means that we can start working on some more useful things here. The steam steelworks would certainly be useful, but we are currently out of wood. Okay. Let's go ahead and get our steam steelworks up and running here. Coal pile depleted. Lovely. We'll pull the automaton off that and we'll put it on that. Shock horror, I know, but that was always my plan. We found survivors. Something amiss at the observatory. Snow covers the precious instruments and the dome is open, letting out a thin column of smoke. Someone's inside. Instead of astronomers, we are met by some of our lost people. They explain that they came here to help, but found everybody dead. The astronomers continued their observations until they starved. What was so important for them? They wrote it up in their diaries. The loss of sunlight can't be explained solely by the fouling of the atmosphere by the southern volcanoes. The sun is dimming. Escort the survivors to the city. It's all hands on deck, remember? Lovely. So, our next law is going to be our most important. Breath of Hope. Sir, people have started to leave personal charms, beads, and written prayers at shrines as votive offerings. It seems it helps them keep their spirits up in these trying times. I'm glad to hear that. Lovely. Purpose. House of Healing. The faithful working in the House of Healing will not only heal the sick, but also pray for them, giving them hope. After introducing this law, another one can be passed after 1 day, 12 hours. The House of Healing doesn't require engineers, treats the gravely ill, and gives all patients a small hope bonus. You will have to build a House of Healing. Yes, I will. It'll be lovely.
A new law has passed.
I know it will. Our first House of Healing. Marvelous. Technology, let's go ahead and get the, healthcare insulation here. Start on that. Go ahead and construct the steam steelworks here. This will increase our steel production, which is faltering. It's falling behind here. The scouts have returned with people. Lovely. I believe that I can make another scout team, which will radically increase our ability to explore here. So, we have the Gloomy Cave. We are liable to lose some people here, so that's kind of a worry here. We are going to turn that off because people don't like it, and we're going to max out that currently, and once that's built, we are going to build some more. We need tents currently. It's what we can afford. Okay, and we are going to need to rip up that road. Nope, we are going to need to rip up that road. Okay, and we are going to place a tent here. Lovely, and we are going to start working on more bunkhouse upgrades. So we can put people to work in this. The House of Healing has been built, and we now have room, officially, for everybody. All the ill. This was always my plan. Candles for the wicked. Sir, people are no longer troubled by Londoners' slogans. Group prayers have strengthened our community. Small candles keep appearing under the slogans. People leave them when they pray for the souls of Londoners. Let's go ahead and raise some hope, shall we? I cannot. Okay. The Londoners gain more followers. They're going to try to abandon our city. And we cannot allow that. For whatever reason. Lovely. The House of Healing is working as expected. Our storage is near capacity. We'll pull these people off and we'll put them to work in... Nope. I suppose we will pull our automaton off and we'll put them to work in the sawmill. Okay, healthcare insulation has been researched. Wow, it's almost like I had a plan the entire time. Who could have guessed? Is this a steam steelworks? It is. Lovely. That is efficiency right there. Okay, in the meantime, I need you researching something, so we'll go ahead and make the coal mining optimization project set up. Okay. Oh, someone died. A wise man. Sir, a dying old man has written a letter to you from the House of Healing. I will die a good death in due time, not in pain from illnesses or cold. I will die in peace, knowing that our city is in good hands. You understand that? More than food and shelter, people need something to nourish their souls. For this, I thank you. There we go. We started a religion. This cave is or was inhabited. There are a number of footprints leading to its entrance. We should check if there's still someone alive up there. We can hear terrified shrieks coming from cave uphill. When we come closer, several polar bears turn towards us, blocking the entrance. There are people trapped inside, and those beasts are picking them off one by one and feasting on them. This will bring us workers and engineers. Risk attacking the bears. When our scouts attack the bears, the people in the cave, 4 children, 18 engineers, and 12 workers join them, and together they drove the beasts away. Then they all set out towards our city. Marvelous. Coal mining optimization. Let's go ahead and get mechanical calculators. That's going to be our next thing here, because we do need the steam wall drill. Okay, and as soon as we have a law ready to go, which we should soon, I won't address this right now. Discontent will rise, but you see, I have a master plan. I'm going to ensure that people are warm by giving them better homes. There's not a living soul in this camp. We found about a dozen emaciated bodies. Surprisingly, most of them were amputees fitted with prosthesis. The American camp was well supplied with everything except food. Searching the tents, we found more victims of hunger. Most of them have badly worn but sophisticated artificial limbs bearing a company symbol. Tesla Manufacturing. We can only bury them and take their equipment. Lovely. The remains of the American camp, we buried the poor Yanks under the flagpole with the stars and stripes flying over their grave. Temporary settlement. And we are making progress here. The more progress we make, the better we do. Obviously. We'll pull our workers off that. We'll put them on the sawmill because we need more wood for the mill. We also need more metal for the mill. Oh, evening prayers is in the way. Right, yes. Okay, so I've got 2 days left. It's gonna be tight for the Faith Keepers. You have arrived back home. Lovely. That means we can send a large convoy. We can send you to investigate a convoy and hopefully bring more hands on deck. We absolutely need more engineers. And we need more workers, so we're going to put engineers to work. Not the most efficient thing to do, but hey, it's what we have. We also need a... We don't need a wall drill right now. What we need is tech. We need more workshops. We are going to consistently need more workshops as well. Lovely. We have our House of Healing. We have people who are currently unhoused, which means that we need more houses. Hooray! The Londoners gain more followers. Lovely. We're going to do evening prayers. Okay, lovely. Is there anything we can do about hope? Chemical calculators. The steam wall drill. Okay. Exploration industry, streamlined prosthesis, automaton integration, lighter scout sleds. We're going to research outposts and depots because that's going to be useful. Okay. The settlement seems to have been abandoned. It consists of several tidy wooden shacks that are now completely empty. An upright boulder stands at its center. Wood steam cores. The center of the settlement is marked with an upright boulder. On its roughly planed face, someone chiseled the following: "May God forgive the genius who sacrificed human lives in the name of progress, for we can't. Exiles of Tesla City. We won't touch the monument, but we decided to dismantle the huts for wood." Marvelous. Let's head to the walled colony, shall we? And in one day... Okay. Marvelous. We have the outpost depot researched. We are going to need houses at some point. I know that probably feels like a rug pull for these people, but whatever. We need the factory up and running. We need tech. Obviously need an outpost depot at some point. Because this is how we are going to get people together when we start wanting things from outposts. Marvelous. United by faith, sir, we're holding evening prayer this afternoon. Plenty of people are here. They're praying, but also talking and laughing. I haven't seen anything this heartening in the city for a long time. I'm really glad. It's really brought the community together. Speaking of which, we've not had a sermon in a hot minute. Okay. We are going to pull our automaton off that and put them on this, which means that 9 people are suddenly going to be out of work. And we're going to max this out and max this out. The more effort we put into research, the better things get. Is everybody in a child shelter? We need another child shelter in this case. Okay, I don't know exactly how many child shelters we have, but the more people we have in child shelters, the healthier they are. Every child has a place in a shelter. Let them be. Discontentful eyes. Someone has stolen 38 food rations from the stockpiles. People are saying it was the Londoners gathering supplies for their journey. It seems this ridiculous idea of leaving for London is gaining traction. Not to worry. We will have them. We have to stop the thieves, Captain. Let us hunt down. Okay. People are waiting. They found survivors. Some of the exiles are still alive, just barely. We could try to bring them to our city, although they might die on the way. One of the dying held a diary to his chest. We read the last entry: exiled from Tesla City with food and fuel running out. We sent the strongest among us to search for help. They're our last hope. We're afraid this refers to those poor Yankees we buried. Escort the exiles to the city. We pulled the dying exiles from their snow houses and prepared them for the journey to our city. Some of them stirred from their death-like slumber to bless their absent friends for bringing help. We couldn't tell them the truth. Not yet. Temperature falls, people get mad. Because I controlled the weather. And I'm a monster.
Work time. Get moving.
Okay, we do need a resource depot. So let's go ahead and build that. And we're going to need quite a few of them. So the factory has been researched. Lovely. We can get streamlined automatons or automaton integration. Lovely. We could also start working houses, but what I really want is the advanced steel works. Can we do that? We can afford that. Lovely. Marvelous. Okay. How many people do we have with survivors? Let's go back to the city. Purpose. And the Faith Keepers. The Faith Keepers, our most devoted believers, will ensure that the righteous are able to work and pray in peace and security. Another law cannot be passed for a day in 12 hours. I can ask them to break up riots, nighttime procession, and I will have to build the Faith Keepers.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
Marvelous. Our Faith Keepers might be a great shame. I am not sure. Okay. So how many people can we pull from this? We can pull 4. We can max out, and we can pull 5 engineers from a workshop. It's fine. So we can also do a... I won't address this right now. This is a convoy carrying workers that got lost in a blizzard. They're weak and have no provisions. We should listen to their story and escort them to our city. They sought Winterhome. The workers who were riding in this convoy told us they were headed for the city of Winterhome. We were supposed to follow the signal from the beacon, but we couldn't pick it up, they say. We tried to follow a search pattern to find it, but we ran out of fuel. Let's bring them home. Lovely. Okay. Lovely. We'll max this out. Faith Keepers are established. Max this out, and we're going to use a nighttime procession immediately. Gosh, I like religious zealotry. Anyway. Marvelous. We have 2 people sick. We are actually doing fairly well. Ask the Faith Keepers for some help. Captain, the Londoners are stealing again. They've taken 27 food rations. People are angry that the Londoners are putting their crazy idea before the city's needs. Lovely. Caught red-handed. Let him go. But next time he'll have to repent. Our Faith Keepers did well. They got the goods back. But more importantly, they caught one of the thieves. Now we can put an end to the stealing. They're asking what we should do with the thief. This person will leave the city forever. Oh no, we need all hands on deck. We're gonna have public penance. Flogging, even. Okay, we need coal, wood, and we need food rations. And we need more wood. People regain hope. For the first time, the Londoners have failed to persuade anyone to abandon our city and flee to London. People are recovering from their shock at the news of Winterhome and starting to hope for the future. Lovely. We are going to need more homes because there are going to be more mouths to feed. And I am going to have to delete this section of road because it is in the way. Interesting. We do need a fighting pit, at the very least. If only because it's funny to have it. Let's go ahead and delete that. Instead, let's go ahead and put a fighting pit in here. Marvelous. And let's go ahead and put a tent in here. Can I put a care house in there? I can. Lovely. It's actually a much more useful variation of that. Hey. We are almost done with our tech tree here. We have coal mining rationalization. Let's go ahead and get to work on food, health, and shelter, house redesign, infirmary mechanization, flying hunter's gear, resources. You can see how this has gotten us to here. I can't make automatons be scouts, I don't believe. But I could certainly use the additional scouts. I'm torn because there's a lot of good here now. Get to work on our steelworks, which is what we are needing desperately. Okay, scouts have returned. Marvelous. We'll send them immediately back out to a coal mine. Actually, we'll send them out to a fishing village. They'll take 2 days to arrive. We'll need to get boosted scout sleds up in that time. Marvelous. We still have people homeless. Interesting. Okay. Not entirely what I was expecting, but alright. So we are going to need to start making more homes, I believe. That should be good enough for right now. And we need this. We need a road. Does every child have a place in a child shelter? Marvelous. The advanced steelworks was researched. We have the coal mine. Yes, I know. Let's go ahead and send our folks there. Lovely. So we can max out our coal mine here. We can max out this, right? We can max out this. Lovely. We have people who are available, finally. Oh, and wonderful. One more thing that we can max out here. There we go. We can go ahead and delete this gathering post, which I never got rid of. Interesting. You can go ahead and build an outpost team. And we're just going to keep them waiting right now. And we can go ahead and... We need more food in the city, is what we need. So we are going to need more hunters' hangars. Lovely. And those are going to need access to a road. Lovely. Okay. So we are going to need to start stockpile. Oh! Goodness. What a waste of time. It was poor work on my part. Sources. You need the steam wall drill at some point and the steam coal mine. However, what we are going to need is lighter scout sleds here. As well, we have a number of engineers, and we need places to put them to work, which means that we need more workshops. Okay. Fantastic. We're also going to need a factory. So let's go ahead and put that here, right by the child shelters. You were a loved one. Sorry. Okay, we definitely need more homes, which means that we need more bunkhouses. I think we can start affording them. Okay, we have 139 people currently homeless right now. We've got research and we've got a law upcoming, which means that I'm going to install prosthesis. Ask the Faith Keepers for help. Okay. So I believe that we were looking for... banish him? Banish him. Purpose. Public penance. There we go. Oh, our coal needs are dire. Where is my automaton working? No, really, where is it working? Because I have no idea. That can be managed by people. This can be managed by an automaton. And then this can be maxed out, and we can build a house of healing at some point. Ah, I believe that we have another hunter's hangar up. So the more of those we get up, okay. Lovely. We've got this almost done. Okay. We'll avoid maxing that out currently because we want the work to be done. Okay, lighter scout sleds. We'll get additional scouts. There we go. The keepers have the right idea. Sir, our faith keepers have found someone's illegal stash of food. It's quite big, so they plan to distribute it amongst people in need, but perhaps you'd like it to be used another way? The keepers have the right idea. Always good to see them working correctly. Lovely, we can max out our efficiency here. Okay. We've got hungry people. Alright. We need more workers here. Anything else we need to do here? Got an outpost depot here. We've got you working the coal mine, which means that we need coal mining rationalization. I want to address this right now. There's a 0% chance I am able to successfully address that. So I simply won't. Faith Keepers, let's see, what do we have here? Public penance. There we go. And we can hold evening prayers and a sermon. There we go. Hey, hope has gone up. A child died. Oh no. That's terrible. first Londoners convinced to stay. I'm glad to hear that, sir. Several of the people who wanted to flee to London have decided to trust you and stay. They say your recent decisions convinced them there's hope for us here yet. Is it the public flogging that I did? Dismantle the huts for wood. We don't need them. The fishing village used to supply its namely food. We can get enough food. Right. Wait. Okay. Oh, are our house feeling overwhelmed currently? That's unfortunate. Let's go ahead and get resources, coal mining rationalization. This will increase our output, and we are going to be needing coal here. Okay. Oh, right. I'll send you home, I guess. Ah, okay. Lovely. Explore. This coal mine is automated. Dismantle the coal. Dismantle the machines for resources. Lovely. And we'll send you to Freshwater Springs here. Okay. Now, the next thing we need are... Oh, the advanced steelworks. Lovely. Okay. So we do have the factory, which is currently doing nothing. Let's go ahead and produce a singular automaton, because at the very least, automated coal mining is a good idea. I know what's right. I will consider their words. Sir, a group of preachers is here to talk to you about the public penance law you signed. They think it goes too far. It does go too far. We all agree that penance should be a choice, not a duty. You can't force people towards the truth. It must grow freely in their hearts. I will consider their words. And I'll consider them wrong. Exploration industry. Let's go ahead and get streamlined automatons. There we go. A new automaton has been built. This can be put to automatons, and then we have people who can work as scouts. So we need a scout team to go to Tesla City. You'll require 1 day and 18 hours to arrive. We have 5 people sick. We have a purpose law. The temple is a very useful thing.
Hear me.
Faith, the temple. And we'll put it adjacent to the Faith Keepers. Remind people what we're about. Okay. We only need the one outpost team. Marvelous. We have another 5 engineers we can commit. Sawmill is empty, so we'll dismantle it. Lovely. Do we have more people we can commit to food gathering? I firmly believe so. But we are significantly out of steel. Okay. What can we do with the temple? Ceremonial service. A nighttime procession. Lovely. Is there anything we can do here? We can do a house of healing here. That might be useful. I think. Scouts number 1 have arrived at the city. Okay. They have brought with them people. Hope. In the meantime, we will wait on them. Okay. People abandon the Londoners. See? There we go. We have more people to hunt with. Okay. And we have a number of people committed to our research. Lovely. We have another engineer we have a castle of engineers we could set to work. That might actually be pretty useful here. What is this? These are both advanced. Lovely. So I don't need to upgrade these. Let's go ahead and build a workshop. Does everybody have a child shelter? I'm assuming that there will come more children. Okay. And we need to dismantle this bit of street, which I'm unsure of why it's like that. Okay, lovely. So we are going to build another hunter's cabin, or a hunter's hangar, just because we can, and because it's a perfectly viable thing to do. Let me see what we have here that I can do. I can do resource depot upgrades, except I can't, because we are significantly out of steel. What can I do? I can do steam coal mines, I can do streamlined prosthesis, I can do automaton integration, which would certainly be useful. Let's go ahead and research the house when we get enough steel. Okay. Please, research housing. Okay, you're currently waiting. You found survivors. The freshwater springs, near the freshwater springs, we met some refugees from Winterhome. They are a sorry sight and seem to be completely unmoved by the fate of their city. Ask them what kept them from starving. They look away, then mumble something about eating lichens. Escort the survivors to the city. They ate their dead. Which is horrific. Okay. A change of heart. Sir, a man was found crying silently in the temple. We approached him to ask if he needed help. He told us he wanted to see you. I thought my faith died long ago, sir, with my wife and daughters in London. I couldn't see any purpose in our new life, in the fight for survival, but today, when I entered the temple, I saw a future for us. Now I'm ready to face it. People abandon the Londoners. Lovely. Housing. House redesign. We can immediately begin work on that. Lovely. Is there anyone we could use here? Aha, yes. I can send you out. Marvelous. And our team who's going to reach Tesla City will do so soon.
Gather your tools. The shift is ending.
Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and build houses. "87 people are currently sick. More people have left the Londoners. We use a sermon and evening prayers. The Faith Keepers can do a nighttime procession, but that won't help us. Okay. What we really need more than anything is steel. Alright, so we have a new law available to us. Purpose. Now, we could sign into law righteous denunciation. But that feels a little bit much, wouldn't you say? I would say prosthesis is a much more useful
Listen, everyone. New
thing
law
to
is
have.
signed.
People abandoned the Londoners. As you can see, they're currently ticking down. Lovely. And we're almost there. They're currently waiting. Explore. Risk entering the city. Able minds and bodies will prevail over the cold, reads the slogan over the entrance to Tesla City. A central tall tower shines with the blue glow of electric discharges, which form a protective dome over the town, but something went wrong here. There are charred bodies lying in the streets, and the stench of burned flesh taints the air. We saw a lightning streak from the tower, hitting a building and leaving a gash on its roof. Risk entering the city. We've seen a thing or two in our lives, but nothing has ever frightened us as much as this blasted lightning. Until we figure out how to switch it off, that is. Now we'll be able to establish an outpost here. And there you go. Oh, look at that. Pre-planning. Okay. Send an outpost team here. If I could grab my outpost team. Okay. You're currently waiting. Please go to Tesla City. Thank you. Jeez and Pete. Don't want to do what I ask you to. Bizarre. Oh, technology tree, lovely. So we do have the house stuff. Let's go ahead and get Inspiration Industry. I would love boosted scout sleds. Do we have enough for that? Do not. Do we have enough for automaton integration? We do. Let's go ahead and start building that. Our scouts have returned safely. Lovely. Does every child have a place in a child shelter? They do. Sir, a man has brought us a long list of names titled A Register of Londoners, Infidels, Buggers, Seducers, Strumpets, and Other Wrongdoers. He swore on his soul that his information is accurate, and all he wants is for them to repent and see the truth. Ignore this man. No. Okay. So, engineer automatons, we can get automaton integration too. Let's go ahead and start with that. And can we afford to build an automaton? We can. I would like round-the-clock steel production. Okay, our scouts have reached the Dreadnought landing. Okay, we found a piece of a hull plate bolted to a boulder. It's engraved with the following inscriptions. In the year 1886, the American expedition aboard Hephaestus landed here in search of a haven from the global glaciation. May God preserve the souls of our fellow countrymen who perished on the way aboard our sister ship Prometheus. Take the resources. We need steam cores, is what we need. In fact, do we have enough people available? We can max that out. I don't know why we haven't. Lovely. We'll build automatons. Okay. People have abandoned the Londoners. Wow, it's almost like I had a plan the entire time. Good golly gosh, who could have thought of this? Anyway, let's also go ahead and build some houses. And some resource depots, we are going to be needing those. Okay, and we are going to be needing more food. What just happened? Oh, our outpost is waiting. Build an outpost team. Lovely. And they will curry things back and forth. Okay. Ice corridor. We're following the wide corridor of crushed ice that the American dreadnought, the USS Hephaestus, left in its way. We marvel at the thick slabs of ice that have been crushed and swept aside by the American dreadnought Hephaestus. Soon we might be able to learn how it managed to accomplish this. To accomplish such feats. We can see a huge silhouette in the distance, which might be its sister ship, Prometheus. Let's go ahead and visit the research station. Okay, we need a spot for coal, and we need a spot for food rations. And then what we need is a street. Okay. Lovely. This is empty. So we can dismantle this. Okay. What else do we need to do? We need more faith. We need more faith. Let me see, what else can I build? I can build... Another hunter's hangar might be useful here. Lovely. The more of these we build, the more food they bring back, and the more of these we can staff. Okay. Now it's 80 degrees. People are ill and they need health care. Okay. That medical post is not functioning. So what we need is a steam hub. Let's go ahead and build ourselves a steam hub here. Scouts have reached the research station. Explore. Inside the ransack station, we found Tesla's audio diary. A voice speaks. All the observed things, like the sun's dimming, volcanic ash, could not have caused such cooling. But what if the huge quake of 1887 Patagonia was an asteroid strike? There's shouting, crashes, and then silence. Numerous tracks lead from the door towards the mountains. Lovely. Let's go there. Who do we have waiting? Let's see, what can we do with you? We can send you to the Icebound Dreadnought. Hey, our automaton integration is ready. Should be nearly ready to go. Medical automaton, we are out of steel. Heating. I need improved heaters, but I can't do that. Okay, are those automatons ready to rumble? Yes, they are. Lovely. We'll send out more people into the Frostland. Severe frostbite. Someone had an amputation. Can we afford improved heaters? I believe that we can. I see. One of our people has had to undergo an amputation. Working in the freezing cold left him with such severe frostbite that there was no other choice. I see. Well, we'll get him outfitted with a prosthetic as soon as we can. Grumpy old man. Sir, a crowd has dragged an old man from his house. They're going to force him to submit to public penance. Repent, you wretch, someone shouts. Maybe this will teach you to keep your foul mug shut. This man is known for his sharp tongue, but we have no reason to doubt his piety and loyalty. Refuse their wishes. I see. People are starting to get frostbite. People are going to become amputees. That's just a fact of life. Okay, we can put round the clock work there, and we can do health and a house of healing here. Okay. Marvelous. We'll build that, and we'll sign this to coal, and we'll sign this to... we'll sign this to wood. Technology tree, lovely. We can hopefully do... So we have automaton integration, we have steam coal mines. Okay. What can we do here? Can we do automatic prototyping? There we go. That's what we need. Marvelous. Scouts have reached the cave hideout. Okay. Explore. As we approach the cave, its inhabitants pull out rifles and take positions behind the wall barring the entrance. They're in bad shape, weak from malnourishment and illness. Talk to them. The scouts will try to reason with the Americans and convince them to join us. Seeing that we have no ill intentions, the Americans told us how they dealt justice to the inventor after expelling him from the city. We buried Tesla's battered body in the cave, and are heading home with these poor wretches in tow. Finally, yes. Okay. Do we have any laws that we could sign in? Okay. The temple has influenced some people. We need an evening sermon. Okay. Some trees in this grove bear deep cuts in the shape of a cross. We found some bones scattered among them. Poking around the trees marked with crosses, we found shallow graves under each of them. Dead bodies lack most of the bigger muscles, and some bones bear signs of a cutting tool. These corpses have obviously been stripped. These corpses have been obviously stripped of edible parts. Now we know what kept the survivors by the freshwater springs from starving. We'll leave the graves intact, but we can cut the trees for wood. Lovely. Please return home. Okay. Right, so we have round-the-clock production, which means that we can afford how many people have prosthetics. One person has a prosthetic. Marvelous. Okay, we can max this out and put our workers to work, actually healing people. Okay. Mild frostbite. We have a new law. Adaptation. Extra rations for the ill. Sign. Okay.
New law. A new law has passed.
No more division. We are one society. We are united again. No matter the cost, we couldn't let the Londoners leave. We did the right thing. Reason prevails in the end. Worthless. The Londoners have been brought back into the fold. Nobody wants to leave the city anymore. We've won a hard-fought victory over those who tried to tear us apart. The tragedy of Winterhome crushed our hope. Fear led some people to pursue mad schemes. We couldn't let them die in the frozen wasteland. We did what was necessary to keep us all together. Okay. Hooray! We finally brought the Londoners together. Okay. Once we have... Oh, we do have a little bit of free time. We're going to start upgrading people's houses. I believe it to be necessary. Okay. So several people are going to get sick. They're going to be homeless. Okay.
Get going. Time to earn your bread.
Okay. Are you finished with your prosthetic? Lovely. Let's go ahead and max you out because for some reason you're not. Are you done with your prosthetic? Lovely. Build me an automaton. Okay, technology. Let's go ahead and get the steam wall drill going. It's like, hey, it kind of seems like you're avoiding the steam coal mine. I kind of am. Sir, an engineer is asking for a day off to study an automaton closely. The automatons can be improved. They may be the pinnacle of our technology, but if we learn how to make them, we can surely learn how to make them better. If I take a closer look at any machine, I can adjust it to improve its performance. Why should it be any different with them? Carry on with the project. Marvelous. Okay. And we'll build an automaton because we are going to staff our coal mine, or that thing with it. Alright, so we are going to call it a part there because we have been going for an hour and a half here. And we will return soon. And we'll see what the game has in store for us then.